Thank you for tuning in. My name is Cuzin Berto, and this is Late Night Laughs with Cuzin Berto. We have an awesome show for you tonight. We have some very special guests, and I can't wait to bring him out, and so you can meet him. But our first guest is Brett Zuni. He is a pro football player. He currently plays quarterback for the San Antonio Alamo Horn Boys. In his rookie year with the Horn Boys, he threw for over 345 yards with a 100% completion. He also ran 3 touchdowns, and in his senior year with his university, his team won the Colts Expo. GQ named him as the sexiest pro quarterback. So please put your hands together and help me welcome Mr. Brett Zuni. Brett Zuni, thank you for coming to the show. I appreciate you. This is our first episode of L&L with Cuzin Berto, so thank you. Now, I know your team won the Colts Expo when you were a senior at your university. Now, my question to you is, and please help me understand, because every time your team scored a touchdown, the fans would throw Kotex onto the field. Now, were those Kotex used or still in the wrapper?
Both.
And how did that make you feel?
Like my favorite drink was being thrown at me. Bloody Marys.
You nasty as hell. Ain't that crazy? Now, I know GQ named you as the sexiest quarterback, but I mean, with all that, with that label, that must make you feel good. What, bitch? What is that?
I'm getting used to it, but actually I think Tory Lanez is the hottest quarterback.
But Tory doesn't play football.
Yeah, but she's shaped like a linebacker, and I bet you the bitch can tear up a buffet table. As a matter of fact, if I was a lesbian, I'd take her behind the studio dumpster right now and scratch and sniff her.
Whoa, calm down, Turbo. Tory is backstage. But listen, I do thank you for stopping by. I thank you for coming to the first episode of Late Night Laughs with Cuzin Berto. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Mr. Brett Zuni. Before I bring out my next guest, I need to mention one of our sponsors, and today we're being brought to you by Carefree Acti-Fresh Padded Liners. We're keeping your coochie freshly scented and padded is our top priority. So my next guest is an actor and director, and he's appeared in over 24 films. He has received several nominations for his role in Baby Boom Please, I'm Not the One, which is, by the way, the #1 comedy, you guys. Also, he has received several nominations for an MTV Movie Award for You Ain't Nobody. Please put your hands together and help me welcome the talented Mr. Niz Toby, everybody. Niz, thank you so much for coming to the show. I appreciate it. Our first episode of Late Night Laughs with Cuzin Berto, so thank you for stopping by. I know you were recently nominated for a People's Choice Award, and I want to know firsthand, how do you feel with all that success? How are you feeling?
I feel like I let you down.
No, I'm just kidding. It does feel good, though, knowing that I'm able to spend more at the Coochie Corner, if you know what I'm talking about. We'll talk about the Coochie Corner after the show backstage. But listen, I know the majority of films you starred in are comedies, with the exception of this one film that I came across. Now, I just happened to stumble across this film.
Bitch.
Now, I found a homemade video on Pornhub. Now, was that you?
No, see, the thing about it is
I was photoshopped, see, and let the truth be known tonight that I haven't had sex in a long time. Besides, my laugh scares off people, so I don't know what you're talking about. I happen to think that you have an awesome laugh. Hell, it helps me wake up in the mornings. Bitch, what was that? Oh, nothing. I have an itch. But listen, I do want to thank you for stopping by the studio. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up one more time for Mr. Brett Zuni.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Cousin. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Love you.
Before I bring out my last guest tonight, I need to mention our last sponsor of the night. Tonight we're being brought to you by Vaseline, where sliding it in has never been that easy. Are you guys ready for my last guest? You ready? Okay. So my last guest of the evening is Tory Lanez. Now she is a global superstar. She has traveled the world. She has just completed her 30-city world tour. And I'm pretty sure she's tired, but she has decided to stop by and grace us with her presence. She has won several Grammys. She has been nominated for several awards. She's also an actress. She's been nominated for her acting ability in Baby Boom Please, I Am Not the One. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only Miss Tory Lanez. Tory, thank you so much for coming to the show. I appreciate it. And you look hot as always, but why are you nervous? Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm a bit nervous. I'm so nervous my nipples are hard. All 6 of them. Well, cousin, I'm a bit nervous because I've had the biggest 6th grade to catch a predator crush on you. Well, I'm not gonna lie. If we weren't being taped live, I would bend you over that chair and work you like a 40-hour week with mandatory overtime job. Oh, silly. But what about after the show? You want to go back to my place and... Oh, silly. I know you write a lot of your own songs. Now, your songs have a sexual connotation to them. Is that because you're a sexual person? To be honest, I'm more tired than a dollar on nickel night, cousin. You're so dirty, I love it. I'm a sexual person, but it all depends on the chick I'm with for the night. But listen, with all the success you've had and everything you've done with your career, what else is there for Tory to do? Well, you know, I've always wanted to go to the same university that my sister graduated from, the University of Dick Sucking. Whoa, chill out, tater tits. I do though, thank you for coming to the show and I appreciate you for stopping by. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the gorgeous, the talented Miss Tory Lanez one more time. So that concludes the first episode of Late Night Laughs with Cuzin Berto, LNL. I thank you so much for tuning in. I thank you guys for coming to the show. I thank all of our special guests that came tonight. Brett, Niz, Tory, thank you so much. I want to remind you tonight that if you drink and drive, please be responsible and drive someone else's car tonight. Good night, I love you.